Hello, my name's Karen King. I am Head of New Build Conveyancing and a partner with Church's Solicitors. I'm based in our Fareham office. When buying a new build property, you do not need to activate buildings insurance until formal completion in ready for when you get the keys. The developer will cover all the buildings insurance under its stock policy until then. This is different from normal conveyancing when you would normally activate insurance on exchange of contracts. Don't worry, you only have to do this at completion. When you reserve your plot, you'll most likely be asked to pay a reservation fee. When it's time to exchange contracts, that's the point you become contractually tied in to purchase the plot. We'll be asking you for 10% of the purchase price as a deposit, but from this we'll deduct the reservation fee you've already paid directly to the developer. If you have a Help to Buy ISA, you can use this towards your deposit. However, if for any reason the property does not exchange and you no longer wish to proceed with the purchase, we will need to follow various steps in order to reclaim the deposit back and put it back into your ISA. Ideally, if we can use the Help to Buy ISA towards completion monies, this is ideal and preferable. In these circumstances, we would need to ask the developer if it would accept a lesser deposit, because it may be that all the funds that you hold are in the Help to Buy ISA. Speak to us about this and we'll see what we can agree with the developer. If you are receiving a gift from a family member or from anybody that isn't a party to the purchase, then you do need to tell us about it, especially if you are obtaining a mortgage. Under money laundering regulations, we are obliged to check all source of funds and source of wealth, and this will mean that we will have to do checks against any donor of a gift as well. When you buy a new build property, you'll be asked to sign a document called a transfer of part. In this transfer, there will be sections in it which contain covenants. You can think of these like restrictions or regulations and things that must be adhered to, which may restrict what you can do on the land and things that you can't do more particularly. More often than not, the transfer will contain covenants which restrict the property being used for anything other than as a private single dwelling house, for example. If it contains such a covenant, then Airbnbs using it as a holiday home will not be permitted. However, this isn't always the case, so if this is your intention, please do flag this to us and we will check and raise any necessary inquiries with the developer to ascertain the position. If you are buying together and your financial positions are different, or you've both contributed different amounts towards the purchase, it is really sensible to think about putting in place something called a declaration of trust. This is a trust document which sets out what happens in the event the property is sold and can be a way of protecting the initial investments that you have both each respectively made towards the purchase of the property. If you need to have a talk with us about this, please do let us know and we would be happy to refer you to the relevant department to get this specialist advice. Here at Church's, we have a dedicated new build department. This is beneficial because we have years and years of expertise in this area. We also know the sort of nuances and quirks to look out for when you're buying a new build property, which can be different from the usual standard conveyancing. If you have any questions or queries regarding a new build property or would like to obtain a quote from us to act for you, then you can email newbuild@churches.co.uk. Alternatively, and in addition to all of this, if you have a property to sell in conjunction with a new build purchase, we can also assist, as well as dealing with any part exchanges for you, if that's part of a deal being offered by the developer.